Hello everyone, this is Zubairu. Today I want to talk about a man. That Monday, a name, na retired Brigadier Maada. Mr. Maada, at age 21, he decided to join the army. And then he was fortunate for go through the cadet training where he was successful. Mr. Bio, thank you. Thank you for giving your life to the country. Thank you for the sacrifice. But beyond that, Mr. Bio, I want categorically to define you today and to define who you are, Mr. Bio. Mr. Bio, you're not a dangerous man to society. Mr. Bio, you're not a tyrannic leader. You are not safe for pick as a president of the country. You are not to be trusted with the helms of the country. You're an autocratic leader. I will tell you why I say those things today. Things are politics. I'm not going to go with your personal. I don't want to know about your wealth and your picking them and then things that that not make you a good leader because you not get successful married. A leader no need to forget all this degree for let it be a leader. But Mr. Bayo, based on the things the way you don't do now this Sierra Leone and around the world, we will come to the conclusion that you have the tendency to be a tyrant, to be a dangerous man to our country. So in 1991-92, you, Strasser, and the other guys, them, a handful of guys, them, decided to take over the country and become the leader of the country. So una give the power to Strasser. Because, of course, President Momo not be able to do waiting right for the country. It be rightful for let una become disgruntled. Because, again, based on what they don't do, cause the country a war. Because now, the country, the fight against RUF, where they come for can take over the country, then they kill people them massively. The president not able for protect the people them. So now take over the country, right? Good. So now, fast forward, Strasser is the leader. You there with him. So Strasser then they fought the war against RUF and all that thing. But guess what? The war, people then they die, they want to go, everything they go back because now people then keep the threats. Nothing, there is no end to this fight between RUF and Sierra Leone. The Sierra Leone government. Well, you in paper. So the international world, the international community, say, you know what, we're not going to come to agreement. RUF and NPRC, we're not on a government. Correct? So people that die, the international community tired of seeing people dying. So then the president of Ghana and everybody say, you know what, we're not going to solve this problem. Now, Strasser in the deliberate, waiting for do, whether I can go with them people where they RUF where they kill with people them, or for make peace with them. So within him, as a leader, a need for think so hard about how to solve these problems. You, while Strasser they try for do them thing and you decide, Mr. Maada, and try for take over the country. Una helicopter man day, una pet him, una put on a helicopter, una sell and go to Guinea. Then you take over. Right? So, but you call yourself Mr. Democracy of Sierra Leone. Mr. Democracy of Sierra Leone, we go find out if you know Mr. Democracy of Sierra Leone. You take over that country day. 3 months. 3 months. Now you want that country day. Once this process to go, the international community, the African countries that they say for fix this problem, when you don't take over, they come to you and say, this is not the plan. Una get for come together, una fix this problem, not of effect. Not to you start up. As Strasser, then start this. Not to you. So then decide, say we can try to make a way for the exit peacefully. That's what they tell you. Where you go Ghana. So now, when you don't come to agreement, they say they will give you some way for let you go and then go better yourself, go school and all. Not only you, but people will be doing within your circle, sir. So after they don't do that now, you decide for come back. You know what you do? You take you and your brother and got a boat when a Navy patrol boat will cost $750,000. You and your brother sell it for $5 million. When you and your brother pocket. During this time when you try for we go and left the country, you take $400,000, you go put on an offshore account under another name. During this time, you get money then where you don't begin by us now and United States, New Jersey, but also Spain. 3 months. Now all this you don't do. So we talk about almost $10 million. Now you don't think within 3 months. But when I take over in 1992, guess what you do? During that same day, you killed 29 people, citizens of Sierra Leone, with no process. They don't go through the law system. You kill them, they shoot them. You, Mr. Bayon, these are the things the way you do. So, I will tell you, you're not a tyrannic leader. You're not an autocrat. You're not fit for being the president of this country. You don't understand the concept of this country. But yeah, then after you don't left the country, you don't do nothing again. You can sit down in America, you go to school. Good for you, I'm glad for you. Because 27-year-old wanna take over. You don't know nothing. At 32, when you take over, you don't know nothing about governing. And if you say I'm not joke, but the pressure make you let you go. So never talk saying the father of democracy. No, the international community say, let them do election. Let me tell you, the person will succeed you. Pakaba, you know what he say about you? He say you clean up, we beg all the money when we get it. In 3 months, man. Now you want to be president again? You decide for say you go do business in Ghana. Guess what's gonna happen? You, out of your mouth, you say you failed, you know, to a businessman. So what are you then? You know the lead, you know I work, you know I do nothing, but you want to be president. Now I call you, you're not a narcissistic bloviator. Because all you do is talk. So in 2007, when the election will go on, as APC they win the election, you know what you say? You go overthrow APC. This is all about you, right? You go overthrow APC. Who don't are you? For where they don't democratically elect a party. Who don't are you for casting the overthrown a country? Because you want power? Because you don't tell some, you think say sweet, so you can continue, and now you don't broke, you want plenty more money, you want to dominate the world, the country, so you want to take over the country, right? No, sir. Then in 2012 again, you continue for say, if they work that election day, you go beat violence with violence. Meaning you dey test the water whether or not violence will be the way for there you go, so you can take over the country. When they ask you, you know what you say? You only make reference to if that in 1992. So what you already don't know, or you don't already be, where the only way you can get control people or be leader of the Sierra Leone, now for go take power physically. No wonder that they call you a violent man. Mr. Bill, we know they ask you for you and your wife and your bikini and what you're affect about. That they're beyond me. That are personal issues. But you violent tendencies. Tell me who that you be. You're not a tyrant. You're not a dictator. You're not an autocratic leader. That's not you. Autocratic leader, now that leader, when they use fear, intimidation for controlling people, meaning I go slaughter una, I go burn these people, I go lock these people in a jail. The people that will surround you, the people that will surround your party, they just left in droves because of your behavior. You don't know what they do. Yes? You don't sabi nothing. Even though when you go to school, it not mean say you know what's the gun at the wall. For the most part, you use platitude for say you know what you do. The same word. You say, austerity, not telling I give it no austerity. Now when the country know they do well, when they come to the finance, the way how they spend the money and how the people and the function of the country. So the international community, the people who they get money say, enough, we're not going to money again. So what you want to do, fix your economy, fix the way how they spend. Well, Sierra Leone government, now they do the right thing. They raise all the money for the Sierra Leone people, taxes, gasoline, and then things that they. Now, today in austerity. So the government not even know how to structure that austerity day. Today, not only the people that they pay the price for that austerity problem they right now, or that austerity when they impose on the people them. Mr. Bayon, when I ask you what you think about the austerity, you say Sierra Leone then get for live with her. Really? Sierra Leone for live with austerity, whereby now make I say you don't know what you talk about. Because inflation they go, meaning there's inflation, right? The country, a price for all things they go up, but the people and wage they come down or is stagnated. And then on one side. So you they say people them for live like that. They not they get money or they get them then at the same point, but price they go up. Inflation. Now the same Mr. Bay. I don't think so you know what you talk about. Oh. Probably what you learn at school will be good, but what you talk about not make sense. Recently, you go back and they talk about America after they say you know for enter the country. People that go through immigration problems. That's part of life. Not to mention you're a bad person. Now you that go on national television and say you go ban Americans, Mr. Bayo, you don't know what you talk about. Do you know what America? You know America 7 years. Do you know America in power? Let me tell you what probably you don't know. America give $310 million during the Ebola. Who say you did during Ebola? America give $310 million. They give you ambulance. They give you medication them. They send them people there for go help people in Sierra Leone under that Ebola and problem there. You they say you want to ban them because of you as a whole person, as one person. You are drunk. You don't understand the concept of the foreign policy. You don't know what's in a foreign policy. There are things the way you know they talk. Even if you haven't get on your heart, then they call a grown-up man. You are not grown at all. Now you want to come do that to America? Let me tell you, they can ban everybody from Sierra Leone not for enter the United States again. Donald Trump, he can do that in a heartbeat. So you don't know what they talk about. They can stop people not for send money in Sierra Leone like what they do in Cuba. They can set up all business, any affiliation of Sierra Leone. They don't go buy Sierra Leone products anymore. They will ban business not for going to Sierra Leone. You want to be leader? They talk that kind of what day? You are incompetent, man. Find something else to do. You are really incompetent. Yes. You know, for the most part, you always talk in buzzwords, meaning what's the way people don't they talk. You talk about diversification. When you know you explain what's not diversification. Then you talk about inflation. Yes, but you say we will live with austerity. Not know what you talk about. You know, after you don't squander with money where you thief in the 90s, you talk about corruption. Mr. Bill, you're not a corrupt man. You thief money, let's be truthful. You know some big government, even 32 years old, you know what's in that governorship. You just been thinking that fun for being a leader of Sierra Leone. You don't know. You know? So when you talk, say you want to get rid of America, go to those Afro. You're not supposed to be president of Sierra Leone. You know? This is what they talk about this man. Maada, you killed 29 people then when you take over, when I take over. You thief money, almost $10 million. You don't understand how the economy they work in Sierra Leone. You don't understand the foreign policy. You don't get a job what will say, what will keep a track on what you do in your life. You go school no more for the buy time, say you go come for can be president. I'm telling you, Sierra Leone, this man, the man will not forget closer to power. Think about John Benjamin who just won against him. He expunged him from the party. He isolated him. You know how many people in this man don't make enemy? That's not a leader. A leader that possible to inspire people. We make people that say we can do things together. We get a vision for prosperity in the country and secure in people them. Now man, when they set a tone, when they set the way how the country for function, meaning as a collective body, that man, when say, you not for be Mende, so I don't know to mandate in the Creole or any other language leading the country, but just Sierra Leonean leading the country. You bring people that come together and move forward and flourish. Then they call a leader. Moving the country in a positive way. Improve the life of people. Creating that atmosphere where business can come in and invest. You don't know. You don't know what you talk about. You talk, then until you keep the talk education. But when you're not able to talk lengthily on how education will work, we question your understanding, sir. You're not fit to be president of Sierra Leone. You're not a tyrannical leader. We ask the Sierra Leone people not for vote for you. You're not fit for be the leader of the country. Sierra Leone, I will therefore begin talk about the leader what they support, Dr. Yonkela, and the policies them where it try to implement in the country. But you know, let's talk about debate. Because Dr. Yonkela not for debate with you, Malabio. Dr. Samoa Kamara not for debate with you, Malabio. Masare not for debate with you. But you know, not give a small, you can debate with Kamarimba Masare. We want to hear Kamaremba debate. It crush you because you don't know what you do. Kamaremba and know what you talk about. Now, first we get job in life. You don't ever get job in your life. You overthrown, you thief, you married, you come back to the country, you get a failed business. Now that you record, that you want to bring Sierra Leone with. Find something else to do, my friend. Not we fight to the country again. Okay? Sierra Leone, take care and let's continue the debate. Goodbye.